Hi guys, and thanks for stopping by. So today is going to be another heat transfer day. This is just my lye that I am putting in my water right now, which has my silk in it. And in case you don't know what heat transfer is, I am going to take this lye water mixture, which is going to get super hot, and make sure I get all my lye out of there. Hold on. Alright. So, anyways, I'm going to take this lye. I'm going to use it to melt these. These are all of my hard butters and oils, like my cocoa butter, coconut oil, things like that. So, anyways, make sure this is all dissolved in there. Then we will go ahead and dump that right in. Ooh, that's hot. Dump that right in here. Then I am going to give everything a really good mix. Get it all melted, and I'll bring you back. So as you can see, all those oils and butters have melted down really nicely, which means it is time to add these. These are all of my liquid oils. I also have my kaolin clay, my buttermilk powder, and my sodium lactate in here. So we'll dump those in. I have to scrape all the powders out. Scrape it. So now, what are we making today? We are making, because you guys are doing this with me, obviously. Alright, you gotta follow along. We are making Eucalyptus and Spearmint soap. I actually had a request for this one, which was super exciting, if I'm being honest. So, figured, let's get it done. Alright, gonna give these a little mix. Then, I'm actually just gonna stick blend this whole thing today. Can stick blend it to a thin enough trace that it'll be fine. What I'm doing, I don't need it to be super fluid, like it's alright. So to make this a little quicker and easier, just gonna stick blend it all. So this is nice and loud. I'm gonna let you skip out on that. Be back in a minute. Great, we'll go ahead and go with that until it's at least a very thin trace. Can't see any loose oils sticking nicely to that, so I think we're gonna go ahead and settle with that for the time being. You can always blend a little every time. This thing gives me a stupid heart attack. It looks like it's gonna fall off the table, it's not, but I always reach for it and grab it. Whew. Because apparently I just need to make sure I'm awake. It is like 9:30 at night, so making sure I'm awake is not exactly wrong. Alright, anyways, so I've got my matte woodland green pigment powder mixed with a little bit of oil in there. That is from Crafter's Choice, which is wholesale supplies. That is honestly the only color I'm going to be using in this. I'm gonna split it into 3 buckets, and we're just gonna do various shades of said color. I am keeping this very simple, very straightforward. Just want it to be a nice, bright, clean smelling soap, and don't really plan to have too much going on with it. Gonna obviously do a little color variation because I can't just do one plain color. It's like it's about impossible for me. I don't know why. I really thought about it, just make a green bar of soap, Becca. It's okay. Nope, can't do it. Can't do it. Like, I can do just a green bar, but it's going to be varying shades of green. Because I don't know. It's going to be hard enough for me to not have like a bunch of stuff on the top. Now, you want me to just do one color? So anyways, one of these buckets is going to get left this natural color. Then we'll have a lighter green and a darker green, because eucalyptus and spearmint means green, right? So let's get one of these stirred up. Oh no. Where's my little spoon? Hold on, guys. Don't want to leave any of this behind. That's why I hate usually doing it like this, because I always feel like I'm wasting it. It's like there's still, I feel like it's just wasted color. It's just there and it's not in my soap and it's not right. And I was gonna just do a little bit of oil in each bucket and then mix the colors in, but I wasn't really sure how much. I guess I just more got afraid of like not having enough in there and it not being dark enough, and then having to end up doing this anyways. But it always bothers me. I just hate feeling, oh no, I got some on my my tablecloth. It is not a tablecloth, it's a curtain, but whatever. That's what I had that was white. Anyways, I don't know why I decided to use white for soap making, besides the fact that it makes a nice clear, crisp background, I guess. Clean, crisp background, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, I make a mess. It's okay. Alright, so pretty much those are the 3 colors. Looks good to me. They're 3 separate colors, so I think it's good. And then, like I said, this is going to be incredibly super simple. I'm just going to do lines. So, probably will speed you through most of this because it'll take a little bit, but it's just going to be one color. And another color. So this got a little bit thicker than I was expecting. So maybe it's not going to be quite nice, beautiful lines. Maybe it's just going to be like pops. That one's good. And that's all I'm doing. Like I said, super simple. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this. I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. So, in an attempt to make this top look like maybe something, I tried to put a little line of each, and I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna see what happens. There we go. It'll do. This is supposed to. Well then, this is why I should not bang it down on the table. I knew better than that. I literally just flipped my whole standing camera off the table. Anyways, that is it for the Eucalyptus and Spearmint. So it is, like I said, very, very straightforward, very simple, but wonderfully clean smelling. If you're still here, thank you so much for sticking through my hot mess. I mean, I literally just threw my camera off the table. So we'll let this sit for 24 hours and I will bring you back when I go to cut it. Alright guys, so it is a couple days later. I did not get around to cutting these. Well, realistically, the 24-hour mark, it was not going to happen because that was going to be at like 10 o'clock at night. And I wasn't doing it. So, let's see how this turned out. Alright, so you can definitely see the three colors. Got our darker, our lighter, and then our natural. And I'd say it turned out pretty interesting on the inside for having no idea what I was doing. I had zero plan for the design on this one, honestly, when I went into it. Usually I have a plan, but I didn't on this one. I was just like, well, need to make it. Ooh, look at that gel ring. I was like, well, I need to make it. So, I know I want greens. That's about it. So, as I was making it, I was like, how am I going to pour this? Well, let's try this. And, yeah. That's all there is to this one. But, I think it turned out pretty neat looking. I like the colors a lot. I think they work really well for what the fragrance is. Smells really good. It's a very bright, fresh and clean fragrance. Pretty classic for Eucalyptus and Spearmint. I've used this fragrance once before when I made some shave soaps. I like that. That looks really neat. So I think they're pretty cool. Like I said, they're a pretty simple bar, nothing special on top. But for being a simple bar, I still think it turned out looking pretty darn good. And I just might have to convince myself to do some more simple bars in the future. But that is all for this one. It will be available at my September shop update. I am not going to tell you the exact date on that right now because I will probably get it wrong. I always remind myself what the exact date is, and then I get here and start filming. I'm like, yeah. So point is, it'll be the September shop update. The exact date will be on the next slide in a second. So if you just stick around for 1 minute, you can get that exact date of when you can expect these spearmint and eucalyptus bars to be available. If you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you would like to keep up with future soap making adventures, go ahead and subscribe. Remember, if you want notifications, you got to hit the little bell button. And that is all for today. Thank you so much for joining me.